All right. Hey, welcome here, everybody, as we are here for a double duel. Actually, it's a triangular. Colby just beat Otero out of Colorado 38-15, and we're going to go into Southeast Community College versus Otero next, and then Southeast versus Colby in the final duel of the night. Kind of stealing the show as a 133 pounder, wrestling a 197 pounder, but that's beside the point. What we do want to point out, though, it is sophomore recognition. There is a ton of sophomores to recognize for Southeast Community College, starting with Braden Johnson out of David City, Nebraska, uh, Brock Bird out of Beaumont, Texas, Ansel Cervantes out of Miami, Florida, Pablo David Saez out of Temeco, Chile, Devin Espinoza Velasquez out of Hilton Head Island, North Carolina, Maverick Hageman out of Tilden, Nebraska, Jackson Holes out of Western Nebraska, Ira Jenkins out of Whitehall, Michigan, Aiden Caps out of Sutherland, Nebraska, Keaton Clokey out of David City, Nebraska, Tennyson Kurtz out of Vancouver, Washington, Victor Samuel Amar Montoya out of Trinidad, Cuba, Tyler Moore out of Arvada, Colorado, Jaden Moore out of Norton, Ohio, Christian Osborne out of Akron, Ohio, Asen Rice out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Caleb Schwartzfager out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Dylan Scott out of Waterford, Michigan, Keith Smith out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Zach Shumway out of Vail, Arizona. That is your list of sophomores being recognized for the Bobcats. So the Bobcats coming into this duel, Otero is going to be outgunned. They had a few open weights. Their 197 struggled badly. Colby went ahead and threw out a 133-pound guy, and there's ways that you're allowed to wrestle certain guys. The only weight class that really has that limit is the heavyweight, where you have to weigh at minimum 185 by the college rule book. So very interesting. Southeast is going to look pretty solid here coming out against Otero. Jeremiah Brown, number 9 at 141, and Victor Samuel Montoya, number 3 at 197 will both see action. And then we're going to change it up. It's going to be a heavy hitting lineup versus Colby, which we'll get to later. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8 nationally ranked guys in the lineup will wrestle in that Colby duel. So you'll get a chance to see a lot of the reserves in this first duel. Some guys will pick up double duty. Jeremiah Brown at 141 is one of those. Otero is in the same qualifier as Southeast Community College in the Region 9. So that is a big part of why you may see certain guys wrestling tonight, too, to kind of get that seating and try to figure all that out. So we're going to get started here pretty soon. I know they said 10 minutes or so. We're probably down closer to about 6 or 7 now. You got that? That's what you're looking for? Here you go. So we're getting it all straightened out. Wow, we got high technology with these headsets. You lift up the microphone, it says mute on. So, all right. Just a few minutes away from getting things up and running. Again, Otero just coming off a pretty good thumping by Colby. Colby looked good. Colby in the second year for Joe Cornejo as the head coach. Joe Cornejo, very successful as a high school and college wrestler. Initially started out his career at the University of Northern Illinois before going on to Missouri Valley College, where he was an All-American a few times. And he's joined in the corner by Antonio Barber. We'll talk more about them in the final nightcap. They definitely have some ties to the Nebraska area. Otero. Got to do a little more homework on them. They're out of Colorado. And they will be trying to rebound as much as they can. But we'll see what they got. So Otero, trying to pull up some little tidbits about Otero College Wrestling. A junior college program that they're kind of a younger program too. In the last decade, they've been around. Trying to think when they actually started out of La Junta, Colorado. They are the Rattlers, so fierce kind of mascot there, and they are coached by Brandon Coates and Richard Razzo. Brandon Coates has one of the most epic beards too. He's got a nice long mane to him. He really does. It's a great beard. It is. I'm not saying any trade secrets. If you don't believe me, go on to Otero's website, OteroRattlers.com. See if they've posted all their other stuff. Well, they dueled Colby previously, so that they had familiarity. That's probably why they did that. They had lost earlier 33-20 to Colby. So that's probably where they knew him from. They'd wrestled before. That's probably why they bumped a guy all the way to 197. So Otero still looking to find the win column. They are 0-3 on the season. Their other loss that they had was against Fort Hays. It says Fort Hays Tri-Meet. They lost 51-3. I wonder if that was Fort Hays Tech. But boy, they travel quite a bit. They also go to Snow, Utah. Otero, their roster isn't updated on the website. So the odd choices are going to Southeast. Okay. 541, 141, 157, 174, 97. All right. All right, welcome. It is only dark temporarily. Don't be afraid. Christian Osborne taking the helm at 125 for Southeast. And Eden Cobos Ortega of Otero. And here we go. Getting ready for wrestling action here. Southeast got odd on the coin toss, so they'll pick first at 25, 41, 57, 74, and 97. And here we go. Christian Osborne against Eden Cobos Ortega. And a nice quick fireman's down, 3 takedown for Osborne. Osborne here on top, riding tough. Pulls the wrist forward, has a boot in, now trying to put 2 in. Pulls both wrists forward, now switching off to just 1. Deep claw in, and now going for a tilt. Sitting on 3, awarded 3. And Osborne coming out like a fireball. Looking for a roll through tilt now. He's getting close. Just got to adjust a little bit. And riding really tough here. Over a minute of riding time already here in the first period. Glad you're joining us, Aaron Swayze, here on the call. Our referee for right now is Travis Sheely. And they are on the edge. They're still wrestling, though. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. But still on top, parallel, boot in on the left side. The other one kind of draping over the right. Now going to go head lever. Maybe going to switch off to a chicken wing. No. Going to go to a 2-on-1, rolls the wrist forward. First warning on red for stalling. And now getting some swipes here. 3 more on the near fall. You could get as many as 4, but you got to hold them for that 4th count. Osborne doing a noble job here. Back up at this weight. Brendan Bostert ranked 8th in the country. I say backup, there's a lot of time to prove that you're the starter by the end of the year, but as of right now, he would be classified as probably the 2nd best in the room at the weight. The rankings, of course, by our friends at theopenmat.com. And I want to give them a lot of credit. This is an entity that D1, D2, D3, JUCO men, JUCO women, they put out weekly rankings, and they take feedback. So if you ever want to let them know, extra eyes and extra ears, help them out, because I know I've talked to them before after duels. So just good folks there at theopenmat.com. Great ranking system. All right, we're back at it here, second period. 9-0 lead for Osborne over Cobos Ortega. Has a front headlock. Maybe looking at, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to pick that far leg. And Cobos Ortega is going to get 3. Oh, and he might give up a reversal, and he does. So 3 for a 2. 11-3 now. What Osborne was trying to do from that front headlock, you get the front headlock and you go knee pick opposite knee, and you try to get the guy all twisted up in a cradle. But right now, Osborne looking pretty relaxed and looking pretty solid. Only got a 1 count there as we're down to 50 seconds. Over 3 minutes of riding time already. And Osborne looking for tilt again. Cobos Ortega try to reach back and get him, and Cobos Ortega is going to get the escape. So 11-4 now. We're at that stage where riding time is, I think it's locked already. Riding time's locked, and we're not even out of the second period. That's domination on top. And it's not that he's just riding him. He's turning him. He's getting points. Sometimes you see a guy that just holds on to the horse for dear life. This guy, he says, no, I'm the cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay. On to the third. We go neutral. All right, neutral. After being ridden for 3.5 minutes, probably the only option to really go. I mean, you can't pick a new opponent. In on the leg is Cobos Ortega. Both of these teams will head over to University of Nebraska-Kearney, the #1 ranked Division II school in the country, for the Eunice Hospitality Open. And let me tell you, it lives up to Hospitality Open. They have the best hospitality room. They have elk stew. It's delicious. You ought to just go crash the party. I did last year. I didn't even work the event. I did. I showed up with a laptop, said, can I put a. Then I ate for 8 hours. It was lovely. Hey, Cobos Ortega kind of flipping the script now. Getting a. I tell you what, though, if Osborne gets out and gets the escape while time's still going, he's going to get another point because his opponent's shoelace came untied. Still holding the same move because he's got the Turk. It's still the Turk. There's no extra points. We're sitting on a 3. Still holding 4. He's going to lose. There's 4. He held out maybe a little too long because the tiebreaker's at riding time, which is 6 seconds away. No, you're not. That's and the riding time gets him. I was wondering what happened there. Miscalculation. 12-11 win. All right. And we're going to have Robert Ortiz against Case Jurgens. All right, 133 pounds. We're getting ready for some action here. Otero with Robert Ortiz. Southeast Community College, ranked 4th in the country, by the way, by the open map. Taking on Case Jurgens. No. Southeast, we as a team are ranked 4. I'm not sure if any of their guys are ranked. I'd guess not right now. Woo. Man, some of these wrestlers, I tell you, sometimes you get into that little feel each other out motion. No, these Southeast guys are coming out like you shook a soda. I'm telling you. That they they're not coming out here to make a friend. I mean, yeah. Here, let me show you how that works. Let me shake my. No, that'd be bad. Glad everybody's joining us here for another great night of wrestling. Oh, tries to pick the far ankle. Higher head usually wins there. Oh! And a 3 more on the takedown. 6-1 now for Jurgens. Trying to bundle up the arms and now stretch out. I can see him go, oh, he's going a nice hard crossface. Bails off it now. Power half. He's got to get it out to the elbow, though. Rolls through. Jams the crossface again. Not quite. If you really want to get the crossface right, you got to really smack the tricep in to feed your hand. Oh, we're going upsy daisy over and outsy. That's a technical term. Jurgens, boy, if he scissored the body, he'd take all the jelly out of that donut. Four on the near fall. 10-1 now with the near fall. Oh, you're quick on that. I thought Good job, Sid. There we go. As always, Sydney Pack on my side, keeping the scoreboard in check. It's the towel tappers we got to worry about. Oh, another little run there by Juergens. Oh, stacked like a pancake. Holy buckets. When your head's going south and your legs are going north, that's a problem. JJ Griego. Or sorry, Griego. JJ Griego and Jeremiah Brown. Brown ranked 9th in the country. And we'll see if he gets after it like his teammates have. Some guys are more methodical. They like to fill you out. Little quick shot attempt there by Griego, though. Griego on the leg. Coming out of that shot. Oh, another shot in by Griego. Griego trying to take Brown down. They both have had a touch of each other's legs. This one has the billing of a scrap fest. Brown and Griego. Shot by Griego. Re-attack by Brown. Brown now trying to finish. Hop, skip, and a jump over. Brown with the takedown. And now he's going to cut him. Yep. 3-1. Brown and Griego. Otero in the navy and silver. Southeast in the black with white trim. Bobcat on the back. Griego's had a lot of shot attempts. I'll say that. And he's gotten to the leg a few times, just can't capitalize on that. Good head-to-head pressure right now. Brown, oh, a nice little snap with the wrist. Shot from distance by Griego. Brown trying to grab the leg and counter. Griego still fighting here. Brown bringing it back down and gets 3 more. Minute 10 to go in this first period of action. 6-1 lead for Brown, the 9th-ranked wrestler in the NJCAA. Brown now pressuring his head into the back of the neck of Griego. Going to let him go with 48 seconds to go. Nice hard cut. Griego now gets right back to the center. Nice little fake by Brown. Griego with a fake of his own. Both guys trying to come out of this collar elbow tie-up. Big smack by Brown. Oh, into a cradle. Oh, holy moly. Wow. Big 7-point move. And a fall just like that. Woo, baby. I've seen cheetahs move slower. That was fast. All right, Ethan Elliott and Kevin Cisneros. Cisneros for Otero. Oh, Dominic Sanchez. I'm sorry. Dominic Sanchez and Ethan Elliott. If you're you're just joining us, this is 149 pounds of action, 15-0 quick lead for the Bobcats. Oh, whoa, that was funky. Like a pass by almost into a cradle. I'm seeing every time I turn around, something wild and wacky happens in this gym. It's insane. I've seen moves that I've never seen at a middle school invite. And they work. Like, what is going on in the wacky world of wrestling? Here we go, side to side cradle. He really needs to get both of his knees behind that ankle and then run it. Or not. We both said or not at the same time. Holy buckets. 4 horsemen offered. None of them are Ric Flair. Woo. Meet your boy. All right. Ethan Elliott looking tough here. 9-0. Man, he's got some long limbs. That's one of the challenges too. I had a lot of teammates in the lighter weights that when they wrestle these lanky guys, they struggle with it. I mean, this is a dude that doesn't have to bend over to tie his shoes. He just reaches down there and oh man, got to get the knee into the side. That is a there you go. Wrestle out of that position. One red on the escape. Oh, into a fireman. Sanchez now. Chipping into the lead. The thing about points is you don't need all of them at once. You could chip away and get them. Even though your opponent was up 9-0, you've cut the deficit to 5. And the other thing, too, to keep in mind, if you've ever held somebody in a cradle, it really works out like your forearms. So those are probably burning right now for Ethan Elliott. So he's going to have to make sure, and his face looks a little flush, but he's still moving. Only a few seconds to go. Gets the escape late. 8 seconds and counting. And time. Red has the choice. Green will go neutral. Big shot from distance by Sanchez. Elliott needs to really tuck that chin into the armpit to catch that leg. Now he's got the leg. Doesn't quite have the cradle. Still doesn't have nothing. They're both working toward the side. Sanchez tries to go for that fireman's again. They're going to run out of real estate. Hey, Sanchez has a nice fireman's, one of the better firemen's I've seen in the last few years. Shoots from distance. He definitely knows how to work out of the overhook. You got to be careful pressuring into a guy like him. If you're Elliott, you do not want to step forward. There he goes again trying to fireman it, but didn't have quite the angle or the speed. 13-4, Elliott leads. And now Elliott's going to go boots in and try to cross face and crawl. Really needs to get that under the chin, catch the shoulder. And that's exactly what Coach Terry Pack is saying. There we go. Four. That's 17-4. Stalling on red. That's his first. Again, this 149 pounds of action. We're close to getting a tech fall here. Not sure if he'll get it right now. He wants more, though. He's got a cradle locked up. Even if he doesn't get a pin. Winner by tech falls, Ethan Elliott. Maverick Hageman coming out against Kevin Cisneros. Gotcha. Kevin Cisneros. Cisneros is who we have, right?
I have Kevin Cisneros and Maverick Hageman.
So they're bumping some guys up to try to fill this weight a little more, or fill the duel a little more. These two guys are more of the club your head a little bit before they take a shot. As soon as I say that, somebody takes a shot. Reshot. Hageman. Whoa! If he lifted him any higher, he could change the light bulbs. Wow. Oh! Flipping and a flop and no two-ski there. Staying in the cylinder, going to get some swipes now. And there's the fall for the Maverick. Maverick Hageman. 165 pounds coming up. I don't know if they're going to bump up Riley Robinson or not. Yeah, we'll wait and we'll find out. I guess no.
Must have a forfeit. I have somebody on here.
165. My Boyd gets his hand. Yep. Hey, we need the anklet back. Oh, man. All right, 174. Is this another forfeit? Open. All right. Dylan Scott. Jordan Harris. Dylan Scott and Jordan Harris getting ready to wrestle. Jordan Harris for Otero. Dylan Scott for Southeast Community College. Dual score right now, 38-0. And Dylan Scott is ready. He held that hand out there so long. I thought he was shaking the Invisible Man's hand. Quick takedown there by Scott. Man, they don't waste. These Bobcats do not waste time getting their opponent down. You know it's quick when the fog is still rolling in from the smoke machine. Like, I gotta wave the fog out of the way so I can see what's happening on the mat. Oh yeah, a triple dip of fog. Yeah. It's just wafting up here. Scott double spurs in, trying to put work on Jordan Harris. $197, you might be in for a crazy treat. We'll save some of the suspense. Dylan Scott, though, looking really good here. Chin drop, trying to finish things off now, coming the other way. Looking for the fall. His opponent's going to belly down. 4 more near fall. 7-0 lead for Dylan Scott. He's got the elbow. He's got to really punch that over and through. I would grab the wrist, too. You have this, grab the wrist and pull that. He's posted off of the mat. If you take the post away, you could run him over. Cradle. He might get shook off, though. He's got to be careful. Oh, my. He still gets the cradle. He's got to have some great grip strength. Like, open the pickle jar. Get that knee in the side. Small adjustments here. It's probably 2 seconds away or so from getting a good fall here. Got to kick that leg out. There you go. 44-0. Boy, if this guy got yelled at earlier. Victor Samuel Montoya, ranked 3rd by the open mat. He's going to be taking on. Yep, that was the guy from earlier, Iman Maxi Rumley. Now, you want to talk about a guy that had a rough go earlier. He pulled out the win, but Colby wrestled a 133-pounder up against him that almost beat him. Get ready to watch a takedown clinic here. They're kind of booing him. His teammates haze him a little bit. They're saying work him a little bit. Now he's going to work a little bit on the mat. He's got a cradle locked. Oh, a little shuck by. 9-2 already. Oh, man. Oh, another shuck by. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Sometimes you hear the music, but other times you get to watch the symphony. It is just poetic, just beautiful. It just the flow of it all. Just he's the man. 19-4. Tech fall in 1:08. Good night. $49-0 as we lose the camera. Good Lord. That's why we can't have nice things. Robinson. I have it there. Too bad he's going to. Get to it. Okay, go. There you go. that's perfect. There you go. Yep. No, no, she had a different person. And Grayson Robinson. Oh no, no. Oh yeah. Boy, man, I feel sorry for him. And he's got to go to the Carney Open tomorrow. Ooh, ooh. And here goes Robinson, the backup heavyweight. Pretty solid backup. That's the thing too. At this level, if you could get guys to buy into staying around and not portal hopping, you get that depth of brewing. You know, the grass isn't always greener, but sometimes the grass is greener because all the fertilizer. Quick pen, and it's going to be 55, right? 55, 54, 54 to nothing. Southeast wins. All right, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. We'll be back for Southeast and Colby on the nightcap. Hey, we're not taking a break. Am I live?
Yep.
All right. We're not taking a break. We're rolling. All that fog, we might be rolling like Snoop. Oh, all right. We don't need that anymore. So we're going to dive into Colby and Southeast Community College. And we are moving right along. I like that Muppet style. So Colby, I know they've got a decent kid on their team. Open mat, a lot of different rankings out there. If you ever are interested to look at the rankings, theopenmat.com, some of the premier rankings in so we got odds again. I'll uncrumple the thing I crumpled. So all right. All right. Okay. All right, 125. We're going to get started. Brandon Bostert, ranked 8th in the country, is going to be the first guy to come out for Southeast.
I just gotta make sure that they
Sammy Cyrus. So Sammy Cyrus for Colby.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Never mind. We got it.
We're at
All right, Sammy Cyrus, Cyrus. I was like you. I was thinking Siris or something. Whoa, and a quick whip down by Bostert. And now a roll through tilt, trying to get a pin real quick on Cyrus. Bostert coming out. Man, these Southeast guys, they come out not wasting time. They want to get to Kearney. They want to get to Kearney. That will be a heck of a tournament to follow if you've never been there. It's something. Actually, they're running it in a new facility this year. The folks over at Kearney, the whole city and the schools all got together, passed a massive bond. It is a like $100 million facility. It's insane. It is off of campus. I think it's more right off the interstate after the archway. Yeah, I've never been in it, but they're hosting a middle school tournament today, and then they're going to have this. And Bostert's not getting paid by the hour, gets the fall.
okay. You're good. Thank you.
All right. Ranked 6 by Open Mat, Miles Anderson of Southeast Community College going against Talon Suttles. Suttles, a lanky dude. And we got the tiki mask on for Anderson. Nice little shot in there. Bobcat mascot in the house as usual. Shot attempt there by Suttles, heading the hole there by Miles. Miles now stays in there on the chin. Garros pick! Oh! Has a Turk trying to work off it. They're getting close to the edge now. Hard cut. Yep. 3-1. Oh, a wrist whip. Whoo! Whoo! Oh, my. Oh, my. That's a move you don't see. Except for here, apparently. Wow. I've seen that move on highlight reels of like in rooms training. I've never seen it live. That was phenomenal. Holy buckets. And just when you see something just crazy awesome, then you start laughing because of the mascot just makes everything so cartoony. It it's like Disney all rolled up in one. Beauty and the Beast. Man, Anderson's pretty sharp. 9-2. Let's see what other magic he has up his sleeves. Magic in the mask. Oh, fireman's carry maybe? Sure enough. Kind of a modified, went into the fireman and then tried to come forward with a dump. And I believe that was just 3 for the takedown, one escape. And they're going to go out. So 12-4. Wow. Anderson. Credit to Suttles, though. Suttles not giving up. Suttles is one of those guys I feel you do not want to be under because he's got that length at this weight that he could probably put the spurs in and make you feel a little bit off kilter. And Suttles now slowing Anderson down. That wrist control is a good move right there. Tries to wrist whip him again. Into the high C now, trying to come around. Comes through. Not quite yet. Crotch lock there. We're going to say 3, though. Got the hips covered. And red will choose. Red defers. Neutral by Anderson. Both guys neutral now. And another takedown by Anderson. He's going to look to try to finish it here. Well, he's done everything except a super duck. So, I mean, what else can we see? Lat drop, maybe? Looks over here shortly. Knows that he just needs 3 more to end it. Fake shot attempt there by Suttles. Anderson slowly stalking forward. Mask comes down a little bit in his face. Coming forward is Anderson. Shot attempt by Suttles, more of a fake. Anderson comes under. Suttles crowds him. Suttles ties him up. Outside single, has the leg, gonna cut it back the other way. Not quite there. And 3. And it'll be a tech fall for Miles Anderson. All right. It appears to be Sebastian Rodriguez will be next. Oh, Elijah Sierra. So Elijah Sierra. By the way, we've had 2 referees here tonight switching in and out for these duels. Want to give a lot of shout out to them. Travis Sheely out of Salina, Kansas, and Justin Mock out of Paola, Kansas. They're both on the way to Kearney tomorrow too. So all of these teams and these referees will see each other. Going to be a long day for the refs. Probably about a 10-hour tournament at least on 23 mats. Oh, illegal hold with the Kimura. That did not look good. That did not look good at all. So that was an illegal hold. Two-minute recovery time. And a point, right? And a point for the illegal hold. Go P1. There you go. So when he was coming through, the referee said it was like a Kimura. Yeah, I would. So there's a little bit of a discussion right now of when it became illegal. The referee saying, hey, no, they were coming through and then he torqued it. Oh, one of the things I wanted to mention the coaching staff, Joe Cornejo and Antonio Barber for Colby, previously not too unfamiliar with Nebraska, coaches on Midland University team. And now the leg's getting bent all the heck. Getting in all sorts of positions. Again, this is Elijah Sierra. A lot of heavy hands here. Brown has been in two different precarious positions. This is a big match for Colby. Brown sprawling, Sierra trying to get the leg up. Has the leg up, swing and a miss there. Kind of Gumby with that leg. Now going to come up and over maybe. High head usually wins in this position. Tell me. So Elijah Sierra, he would like to make it into the rankings. Takedown by Brown. Brown previously was not ranked, so he had some good wins as of late. And one on the escape, and we're going to go out of bounds. Continuous action. So Brown and Sierra, 4-1. Probably the most even kill match so far in terms of, the Bobcats have really come out and just flexed their muscles when it has come to the pace. And that's the thing that's making Southeast really hard to wrestle against is the pace they come at you. They really are like a bobcat, and the other team is like a canary. Oh, a little chin whip, no. Technical violation, so that's a penalty. I go one. I don't know. Because one was illegal, one was a technical violation. Yeah, I'll have to ask about that. It's not real clear. 8-1. Green has choice. Great reading. Somebody's got to be able to read the thing. It has a prompt. It says green has choice and an arrow. I love it. Although it can throw you off because the arrow points to the left and the green team's on the right. But it is what it is. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. College wrestling here on Friday, November 21st. Um, as these guys are wrestling it out, we know that a lot of you will be uh, feeding those tummies next week, and we want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving on behalf of the Southeast Community College Bobcat family. Get all that good food in your bellies. A lot of these guys are going to be glad they don't have to make weight for a while. And Brown with another takedown. And now putting that head in the side. I see a lot of guys warming up over there, but I'm not sure who's coming out at what weight. They threw some surprising things at us earlier. Only in the second period right now. And now three more. I think it feels like that it was a longer match because of how the pace of the first period was. Oh, a beautiful reattack. $17-4 now. Oh! Cartwheeling over. And that's going to be 20-4. Jiminy Christmas. Bunch of flying squirrels around here. All right, we're going to have Scotty Engel against Landon Bates. Bates is not ranked. Him and Ethan Elliott splitting some time tonight. Maybe there's a close battle in the room on this weight. So, committee by fire. This is a good way to try to determine who your starter might be. Wrestling on the edge here. Foot still in bounds. Oh, we might be seeing a body like, oh, beautiful inside trip by Bates. And then neutral. 4 points. Near fall after the 3 takedown. And here comes Bateson again, coming straight at him. Great underhook, now down to the leg. Bates now. Charlie Brown, foot sweep. Except he didn't swing and miss. Got to blame Lucy on that. And there's the fall. All right, we got 2 different names listed here. I'm guessing this is Giovanni Erlanes. Hunter Smith Velarde. So Hunter Smith Velarde out here at 57. Asen Rice, number 1 ranked wrestler in the country. And here we go, underway, 157 pounds of action. Smith Velarde coming straight at Rice. Rice shucks him by. No points, though. I like the energy by Smith Velarde coming out. Oh, just whipped to the side. And now right back up to the feet. Snap in, front headlock. Oh, Smith Velarde looking to try to come around the corner. Asen Rice now posting with the whizzer. Kicks his leg out. Maybe looking for a front quarter stack. posting the head, gets around. Going to go ahead, cut his opponent 6-1, 6-2 with the escape. 6-2 lead here. Dual score 22-0. Boy, Southeast looking to blank both teams tonight. Man, Ace and Rice, you got to keep them feet moving, and he's done a pretty noble job of it. Roll through cradle, and there's the fall. £165. They're bringing somebody out.
I'm just kidding.
There we go. Yep. Arianes. Giovanni Arianes taking on Jemai Boyd. Jemai Boyd a few weeks ago had a heck of a tournament down in Oklahoma. I was fortunate enough to make the 4.5 hour drive down there and saw him do some really good things. So we'll see if he can pick up where he left off down there in Oklahoma. But he's done a solid job. I know talking with Coach Pack, he also said besides, him doing a great job on the mat, he's one of the humblest, nicest kids. Great double there by Boyd. Said he's just a classy kid. Only a freshman. A little bit on the stockier side for the weight. At 165, you start seeing a lot of difference in height, difference in body structure. And boy, Boyd is looking fresh. Boyd riding tough here. They go out of bounds. Up 6-1. Boyd's look good on his feet. Doing pretty good on top, too. And he'll let him go. The double has worked twice for him. Can he make it 3 times the charm? Good little hand fighting in here. Oh, yeah, he can. Woo! Man. It's not a cheeseburger, but if you want a double, he'll serve it. Golly. Man. Now why are we breaking? They must have went a little bit out and in. No, a little blood. A little bit of blood. We're glad you're joining us from wherever you are joining us from. Southeast Community College Bobcats tonight hosting Otero and Colby Community College. Colby beat Otero earlier tonight, 38-15. And then Southeast just walloped Otero 54-0. As cleaning up the mats. About the only thing that has slowed down the Bobcats tonight is the stoppage for cleaning up the blood. Otherwise, they have looked extremely sharp. Be interesting to see and follow along. You could follow along on Track Wrestling and find the Younes, Younes Hospitality Open in Kearney tomorrow. They have both an amateur division and an elite division. Massive, massive brackets. It'll be really interesting to see how a lot of these guys do. There's some tests out there. Air Force brings guys. I know Northern Colorado, which is D1, Wyoming, they all bring guys. South Dakota State, University of Nebraska will have guys there. Boyd gets another double. shoots it or pushes this guy way out of bounds. Gonna wrestle him on the edge here. Oh, beautiful fake. Really should right off that fake should have went and gone again. Got in there on a shot, stuffed though for a minute by Arianos. And there he goes, another double. Oh, he's going to crowd him. He's getting some points. For 19-4, Tech fall. Nice work by Jemai Boyd. All right.
What is your name?
Gunner. Gunner Owens against James Elliott. Elliott ranked 8th in the country. Again, the rankings we are using, the openmat.com. The Open Mat, the only wrestling site that ranks everybody because wrestling is wrestling. All right, 174, my bad. 174 pounds. James Elliott was previously 7th, dropped down one. That region Colby's in, just to the south of us, it's pretty loaded. It's got several individuals that are ranked. Quick takedown by Elliott. I think the best wrestler for Colby is their heavyweight, Robert Tatum. So Ira Jenkins at home, he's had a lot of good tests here at home, which is good for him because then, if he's wrestling in the open tomorrow, kind of a funky little move there. Cuts him 9-2. A little bit of a rubber knee kind of drop down there by Elliott for the moment. Wow, he shot from way far out. It was almost Gumby like. If you ever seen the stretch guy from what is that Disney movie? Incredibles. He just stretched that arm out from a distance and was able to somehow catch the ankle. I don't know how he did it. Looking for the fall now. And there's the fall. And James Elliott's going to get another win. 184. Jack Doty. Cash Alley. Doty and Alley. 184 pounds of wrestling. At one point, believe it or not, I wrestled this weight class. And that's what I look like. All right, back in the 184 days. $2,001. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I didn't know your mom. That ain't right. Uh, Back in the day, wow, stack, nope. Flipping and flopping. Jack Doty, 39-0 right now. And I tell you what, Southeast, I mean, Colby is not a bad team. They've definitely got some guys that they've got probably 2 or 3 guys out make it to the national tournament. I tell you what, this year JUCO heavyweight is just impressive. Um, and when you look down to the mid central or whatever they call that region now that has the Kansas and the Oklahoma schools, you've got we saw Braden Hill from Cloud County, just a freak who throws you. He looks like a potato, but man, he could throw you into orbit. And he gave Ira Jenkins all Ira wanted. But the heavyweight this year is pretty solid as Jack Doty gets another takedown. And they're encouraging him to cut him and keep going on our feet. Man, not paid by the hour. We started at 4 o'clock. I honestly thought this could be going until 7:30 or 8. Little body lock and a throw. Now we're trying to get the head to meet the foot. And there we go. Another fall. This time Jack Doty. They got 2 heavyweights warming up. They're not going to send out their 33 pounder? I don't blame them. '97. All right. And Schwartzfeger with the win at 197. Robert Tatum of Colby and Ira Jenkins. So this will end the night. 51-0 is the score. As we are off and running. Jenkins ranked 8th by the open mat. Gets on a leg, doesn't have anything yet. Now he does. Against Robert Tatum. They're asking for offense. That's going to be what really, misdirection, low level single. That's really what's going to get them a trophy come March. You've got to get those bonus points, and they're wrestling like it now. Ira putting in the power half, got to get it out to the elbow. Now rolling the wrist forward. If he sticks to one arm, that might be better. Trying to come in with the crossface, and he's going to go ahead and cut him. Fakes a shot there, or at least a touch of the knee. High crotch and down and out. And we're close to we go out of bounds. 9-2. Optional start, Jenkins. He's going to go ahead and cut Tatum. Back up to our feet. Jenkins looking better this time around than the last time when Cloud County was here. He had a dog fight. He's controlling the pace here. Looks like he might have even slimmed down a tad, which, at the heavyweight class, sometimes losing 5 to 10 pounds could help. In on a shot, switches off to double, big lift. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo! Mercy. Looking for the fall. Holy buckets. You ever seen somebody pick up a truck? That's why they call him a pickup truck. Wow. 16-3. Make it 16-4. One more will do it. Might try to see him go feet to back and get the pin. Wow. Depending on what he scores here, wow, we could end up over 100 points for two duels combined. 54 earlier. He would need, the tech fall, this will do it. 56. So they won 54-0 earlier, 56-0 now. That is 110. 110. I did the math wrong. 110 points. 56-0 is the final. Southeast over Colby. We're glad you joined us. We can't wait to see you next time. You've been watching Southeast Community.